Hello everybody, Happy New Year. Hollow laughter. I know, it's not been the greatest start to a year, has it? Never mind. Anyway, all we can do is write nice music and make ourselves cheerful. Try and pretend that we haven't woken up in some apocalyptic nightmare movie, which we're not scoring. Anyway, today what I'm going to do is slightly different. We're going to create a little bit of sort of ambient kind of electronic sort of music with a little bit of kind of using a couple of live little phrases which we're going to play in, and then I'm going to make these available to you. The little phrases I'm going to put in a download link under this. You're going to download them, go away and write your own piece of music, post the piece of music in the comments underneath this movie, and then we'll do a live workshop later in the week and we'll look at some of your work and things like that. How about that? You know, if you're sitting at home, you're, lockdown 3, may as well make the most of it, okay? So this is what we're going to be doing. Right. So what I've got here, I've got a whistle in F. I don't really play these instruments, but you don't have to be an overwhelmingly wonderful musician to actually get something You don't need skill to play the whistle. Yes, you do. You need a lot of skill. But once in a blue moon, you can come up with a phrase or something which sounds less naff. Okay, take off these sunglasses of doubt and let us lay into this. Right, I've got a little bit of an empty thing going on here. I've got a couple of instruments in, but nothing much. Let's see what happens if I just record some stuff in. Now I'm going to try the kalimba. Don't know what we're going to get out of this. Right, we got something in, so let's have a little look at what we got and start doing some chopping up. I'm never sure if you like watching me chopping up. How much fun is it? It's like watching somebody do the washing up, isn't it? No, not really. But, it's quite dull. So I might chop bits of this out. All one's doing is looking for little phrases which are more or less in time and in tune. I may well auto-tune some of this to get it. They say that's quite well off, really. That's not very good. That's all right. Yeah, it's all right. I don't know if I like it. Oh dear, oh dear. Sack the whistle player. Sorry, mate, you're gone. Ooh, quite like that. Yep, quite like that too. Oh, I'm on a roll. Right, those are the ones I like. Okay, so let's... how many have we got? Got a few. Put little tiny weeny fades on the end. Little tiny weeny fades on the beginning. Then we're going to go through and... okay, am I now going to... Let me just have a quick look at what the auto-tune situation is on this track. I was having a little play with it before. Let's see if it's... It's quite light, but it just... But when you start putting other synthy type instruments with it and things, you're going to really hear it if it's out. That's all right. That doesn't sound over the top to me. So it's back in tune, but it still sounds natural. So I'm going to bounce it out with auto-tune on render. See, I've got a button here. I have a button on my Stream Deck, which is programmed to hit the right button inside Cubase, which renders things in place. So it makes life so much easier. I really like it. I like my Streamlet and I like my buttons. And, and it has the added advantage of flashing lights. And I'm a fan of flashing lights. So there we go. Right, okay. Let's do some more rendering and see where we end up with. Just render all these pieces out and then put them all on a single track and then work out what we're going to put with them. This is always assuming that I've lost interest in the kalimba, which I haven't really, and we may yet use the kalimba. I'm not sure if we're going to use them both in the same piece, but that doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's get rid of all those unnecessary tracks. Shall we have a bit of reverb on this now? And where is it? Which track are we looking at? This one. Yeah, that one there. Yeah, that's it. Hello, mate. Yeah, okay. Right, here we go. Right, now, let me introduce you my new favourite reverb. Cinematic Rooms. It's algorithmic. I'm going to do a reverb thing very soon, so I'll talk more about this. Ooh, I love it. I think it's really good. A bit too much of it on there, though. So, what am I going to do with this piece? It's not a piece, guy. It's a phrase. Are you going to mess about with this? Are you going to mess about with these whistles, or just leave them au naturel? It's a bit loud. It's vaguely in time, which is a first for me. Is that? No, it's miles off that kalimba, isn't it? No, don't need that. Okay, right. Now, I was just having a little play with a Dune patch. Shall I replay with it? I'll go back to the original, which I thought was a bit thin. It sounded a bit thin. So I changed from FM synthesis to the virtual analog, and I went to a pulse wave. And I went with that on the second one as well. So I've got 2 pulse waves, which can sound nice and tubular. Okay, that's one. Bring that filter down a bit. Now, thicken it up a bit. And this is the bit you do this. What are we going to go for? We can try a different detuning. Make it a bit broader. Well, that's a nice effect. Not for this, though. So that's a really nice effect. I like that. Okay, that I'm coming back to. That could be really cool in some things. Gaussian nonlinear detune. Oh, it's a bit warbly, isn't it? Okay, there's probably a bit too much. I don't want their reverb, thanks. And the reverb and the release is a bit slow. Right, we now have a sound. I prefer to put my own reverb on it. Yep, we'll go back to my friend's cinematic. Now, what key is this hilariously non-existent piece in? It sounds like it's in a sort of G minor B flatty area. Okay, so what are we doing? I'm just going to play. You look from the top, and let's start with G minor this time. Oh no, open fifth, then adding in a B flat on the next chord. Okay, I live with that. Now I'm going to raise the B flat to a C. Then it all went horribly wrong. Then it all went horribly wrong. But up to that point, I wasn't overwhelmingly upset with it. I'm going to get rid of those for the moment. Where's this coming? Just trying to tidy up the timings a bit here. Okay, then it all went horribly wrong. So now I'm going to use that as my bass unit of music, and we're going to add some extra bits to it and get this whole thing vibing. Right. It's a bit straight, that, for me. I want other stuff going on in here. We're going to add a delay to it. We're not necessarily going for a big... It's almost like a pad. See what I mean? In which case it needs a bit of a compressor on it. Quite subtle. Leave those transients alone. That's better. Right, that's what we're going to dupe. Now, what else are we going to put in here? I've got a... I mean, it's a kind of little Celtic harpy thing. We're going to... it's from the nice people who do free stuff. I'm sorry, I can't remember the nice people who do free stuff's name. I'll put it in the notes underneath. Yeah, I will promise. I won't forget this time, like I sometimes do. Okay, where are we? Actually, what I'm going to do, let's get a really simple little... I'm going to get some drums going. I want a sort of very muted kick drum. So it's a sort of... what we got? Ambient kit. Let's try a different one. That's what I want. That's exactly what I want. And I'm going to just do it second time round. But I'm going to practice. Okay, something like that. See, I always just run it and sort of get into it, and then after a while, you see, I'm not going to need it until it's up here somewhere. Second time round. So then it's going to go in here. Okay, those first two bars were in time. Oh, what, really? Yeah, well, sort of. This is in time as they're ever going to get. Ah, but the whole thing's slightly out. Okay, that's why. There we go. I need to move all this. It all needs to go on one or quantize. Let's go back an eighth. It's all off slightly. Okay, now I'm going to add some, I want a little, I don't want to make much of this, you know, this is not a kind of big four to the floor type occasion, is it really? But I do want a little percussion loop, so I'm going to go and find my friend Splice. Hello Splice, how you doing? Oh, I'm alright mate, thanks very much. What are you up to? Well, not a lot, I'm just doing a bit of music really. Oh, that's nice. Okay, percussion. Let's see what we've got. It's very nice, but it's a bit tonal. That's better. I may need to quantize it. Okay, stop. Oh, okay, right, now. Double click, click on the little music-y thing, put it in time, see if it actually sounds in time. Yes, it does. What am I thinking here? That's better. Right, that needs a bit of love and attention. Let's go for some simple delay. I want a simple bit of wide delay and see what that does. Okay, let's now stick it through some reverb as well, because everything is very ambient on this track, isn't it? Okay, now we're going to double up this pad as well, but first of all we need a... Okay, we're going to have a big reversey thing into this. Oh, I know what we could do. This might be a terrible idea, but I'm going to take one note out of the kalimba and make it work. Reverse it. Now, the trouble is I have no idea what... Okay. Does it need to come up? Do. I'm hearing. Do we need to pitch shift it up? I think we probably do. We're going to go up. Do a tone. And we're going to turn off time correction so we don't lose any quality. Oh, do I prefer that or not? No, I don't. Do you know, just hearing that go down like that, why don't I? This might be a bad idea. Oh, but it might not, Guy. Come on, have some faith. What's wrong with you? We'll put a little sampler track in, and we'll stick this note in there and see what happens. Absolutely nothing, because you got. I quite like that. I quite like that. I'm not sure if I like it enough. Okay. Yeah, I do quite like it. Yeah, I do. Oh, it was going so well. It was going so well. And then I thought, okay, what happens if I play a sort of weird E flat chord with this weird kind of thing? And the answer was car crash. Absolute car crash. So, but the first bits I like. It's a bit subtle. And I need a reverse cymbal in there as well, or something, to be honest. It's not enough, not enough. What have I got on the Groove Agent thing? Is there Okay, let me just do this. So I'm going to record a single note in. I'm going to bounce it to audio. I'm going to normalize it. And then I'm going to reverse it. And that's the job done. This is why you need to learn your key switches, because everything in life gets faster when you know your key switches. And so there we go. Okay, so this is all coming together in its own quiet, understated sort of way. I mean, is it going to change the world? Strangely not. But it's not the worst thing in the world, is it? I mean, it's all right. I don't like that end. If you leave the transients on when you reverse things, you get a slightly... sometimes it's a nice effect. Oh, blimey. Talking of nice effects. Go away, Guy. That's better. You couldn't see what I was doing. There we go. Now you can. So all I'm doing is I'm just taking the front off that. Now we need a bass line. And we're going to go for... we've got so much choice. I want something very simple. I just need something simple, which can be... I'm going to go for a repro one. It's too bowy. I don't want... I don't want a complete subby bass, but I do want... Let's find out where that envelope amount is coming from, because it's not coming from there. Okay. I'll tell you what I might do. Is this necessary, guy? What happens if I put a little bit of sidechain compression on this pad? So I bounced it out, so it's now whatever this one is, and I put a compressor on it. Now, when I do sidechain compression, I just prefer the very basic one inside Cubase. It's nice and easy, and then go to, because sidechain compression when using third-party plugins sometimes can be quite hard to set up. Whereas if you use the built-in stuff, it's all designed to route from one place to another. So let's go to the sends, and from Groove Agent, let's put, there we go, sidechains. Now let's turn it on. Let's turn it to, there we go, the blue one, which means it's pre-fade. And see how it goes. That's better. Right, where's my threshold? Speed it up a bit. Okay, see how that sounds. That's better. I quite like that. Maybe it's a bit much. Bit much? Yeah, it is a bit much. Where's that come from? I thought I got rid of that thing. Obviously not. Okay. I do like them though. They're my friends. Okay, we are getting... do I want to put any in this in? What do you think? I like that. Can't even play it though. Be nice if I could play it because it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have now declared this little piece finished, so we will be able to have a look at the whole thing, start to finish. Let me just, so just to recap, we got this synth pad thing here, this simple little fluty line thing here. Then on the repeat, we bring in a simple kind of fairly kind of muted drum, kick drum, some shaker, and a bit of a bass line, some reverses and some little effects. So I really like these little effects we've come up with down here. We got the synth pad going again with a bit of ducking, a little bit of side chaining going on, and then it's got to play out. So let's have a listen to the whole thing, see what we think, and then download the elements and have a go yourself. Okay, right, let's give it a go.